Green Lanterns number 46, Tim Seeley writing, V. Kenneth Marion on the art. And this is the continuation of Jessica being trapped inside or black hole inside the power ring, reliving the Hunter incident where they caught someone dumping a body and then they get killed. And Simon's now in there trying to get to her and fighting off various iterations of people who have, weld the power ring. So, yes, and obviously you've got the Justice League and you got Constantine outside trying to contact them and figuring out what's going on. Superman's ready to go in. He's like, that's been too long, I'm going to go in. And Constantine's like, no, you'll be obliterated into smithereens, don't do it.
Yep.
as much as seeing you be humiliated would amuse me, just stand down.
Yeah. Your judgmental self
Yeah.
being humiliated. Yeah.
So, so it was basically what you think it would be. Inside the ring, there's a Earth 3 version of Baz who appears to fight Baz.
Yeah, so when on the cover it said Solomon Baz, I was like, yo, did they just mess this up?
That's
His
a
name's
mistake.
Simon. And then
Yeah,
I get
I
there, I was
thought
like,
that as well.
yeah, and I was like, no, his name's Simon. Then I started questioning myself, going, well, maybe is Simon short for Solomon? Like, is that a weird? And then, no, it got handled. And I like the differences between Solomon and Simon.
Yeah, where Solomon
know?
actually was trying to bomb something.
Yeah. Well, he was the getaway driver, and it was
Yeah.
just he was supposed to, and then he chickened out. So so they're similar but different, and he got punished for kind of being a hero, with this ring, and because on Earth 3, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and you actually get to see the deaths of all of Jessica's friends. You see it all happen after. And what I kind of like that we've been seeing hints of the actual moment where we see they see the people in the distance burying the body. We've been seeing those shadowy figures so in this issue. Like we get them seeing like a hint of it, but you don't actually get to see like the full scene of them playing out where they're watching the whole thing happen.
Yeah.
It just cuts ahead to when they're back and they're talking about how try to get away quickly. And Jessica is actually going to be a hero. She's like, no, well, I didn't get a good look at their faces though. If I go back, maybe I can get a glimpse of them and we can actually turn them in. We can get a good look at them and then maybe help catch them. She actually wants to be kind of brave and go and try and get some justice for whoever's they've killed. And unfortunately, before it goes anywhere, that's when they start getting shot
Some
at.
gunshots start appearing.
And her friends just start dropping like flies, and she's left there. But
Run, Jess, run.
there's a run, Jess, run, which I always. Anytime we can get a run, Barry, run play on words, I'm all for it. And we end the issue with her. She's kind of becoming the Power Ring version of herself. Because she's sort of dark deep down in her own psyche, and Baz is kind of realizing, what this is like, and how she's like sort of trapped all these memories in here, and it's kind of like how, Volthoom and the Power Ring and all that stuff, and now she's kind of the soul that's attached to it, and it's kind of feeding off of her. So clearly, this is kind of what this arc's building up to, is maybe like, finally removing that, and she can be free of all that stuff.
Yep. I like too that this arc has seeded her anxiety from the time she was a kid, and her girlfriend, I forget her name, but it's the redheaded girl.
Yeah,
she was the one that would talk her down. So you kind of see that after this, she loses all of her friends, and she has nobody to help pick her back up.
Yeah.
And then, so now you have Simon, and now Simon's that person that can help pick her up. So I like just all the symbolism at play here.
Yeah, it's all good characterization for her, and I think it's nice to finally be getting the spotlight on Nick, because obviously for so long we've heard about this incident and her being shut in for years. So it's nice to finally get this, and it makes sense that the person who was there to sort of pick her up when she did fall down, she was one of the ones who died, so she was just left without that. On top of the turmoil of the experience itself, the person who's usually there to like sort of prop her back up is gone. So she was just.
Yeah. Oh man. And then the whole thing that they can't, like, if she sees their face, she becomes basically, that new void, that keeps the whole realm of Volthoom around. So that we can't let her do that. So now there's this tragedy at play where she can never know the faces that killed her friends.
Yeah, she has to kind of accept that she doesn't need to know, essentially.
Yeah. I doubt that's the way they're going to go. I feel like Simon's going to find out, right? There's some machination, and then he'll help her get through it. That's where I hope it goes.
Yeah, if Simon sees them, can they report that and catch them and get justice?
Okay.
And she never has to see them to have it happen. That kind of like a loophole of it.
Green Lanterns is pretty solid. Is kind of the point we're getting at. In this, and art was fine. It wasn't the standout art. Marion's solid.
It's pretty much the standard level I expect on this book, the style and quality.
Yeah, obviously there's the occasional artist who goes a little bit, a bit more above and beyond. But Marion's solid. Nothing wrong with it.